Hey everyone, Mars here. I've been wanting to make a top 10 list of my favorite albums for a while now, and I finally finished it. So, let's get into it. Number 10, I See Stars, Digital Renegade. I first heard of I See Stars off a Warped Tour compilation, and then later one of their singles, The End of the World Party. So when they decided to drop their third studio album, Digital Renegade, I went out, picked it up, and it turned out to be everything I was looking for and so much more. Super catchy, great lyrics, and I love the whole electronic core thing they had going. Number 9, Breaking Benjamin, Dear Phobia. I don't remember the exact date when I discovered Breaking Benjamin. It was probably around the time when I was really into 3 Days Grace and Chevelle, but I totally remember how much I enjoyed Dear Phobia. The album was amazing. It had incredible choruses with these haunting vocals. It was an awesome album that left a lasting impact on my musical taste. Number 8, Frank Turner, Last Minutes and Lost Evenings. At number 8 is Frank Turner's collection of hit songs titled Last Minute and Lost Evenings. When I first got this album, it was my introduction to Frank Turner, so I really didn't know what I was going into, what to expect, and what I got blew me away. The songs were all dipped in this emotional prowess, the lyrics all relatable and intriguing, and the melodies are all catchy as hell. They're so catchy that you can definitely find yourself singing along to them. It was a great collection of deep, meaningful songs. Number 7, Hands Like Houses, Unimagined. Hands Like Houses Unimagined is just a great album with a great blend of metaphorical songs that were both complicated and catchy. The vocals were amazing, along with the melodies. Number 6, Suicide Silence, Ending is the Beginning, the Mitch Lucker Memorial Show. The death of Mitch Lucker of Suicide Silence was a terrible tragedy. For me, I had just gotten into the band with their The Black Crown release, which I thought was amazing. So when the metal community came together for this one-night show in celebration of Mitch Lucker's life, what you got is a tribute with a ton of guest vocalists, each adding their own little flavor to the song. One of the tracks even features Mitch Lucker's own recorded vocals. This live album is haunting, sad, and filled with passion, but it also served as a beacon of light for the band and fans alike. Number 5, We Came as Romans, Understanding What We've Grown to Be. What do you get when a band decides to take a darker tone to their music? When the songs they write are inspired by the struggles they face as a band and life in general. You get We Came as Romans, Understanding What We've Grown to Be. The lyrics on this album, in my opinion, are leagues above anything they've released so far. Each song is filled with sadness and frustration that slowly works its way back up to joy and understanding. Number 4, Let Live, The Black is Beautiful. Let Live, when I first heard of them, was one of those bands that I was interested in, but at the same time felt that they were better bands at the time. Then they dropped The Black is Beautiful, and that all changed. This album has this beautiful blend of post-hardcore with punk rock, funk, and soul, making each track memorable and diverse. Number 3, A Day to Remember, What Separates Me from You. A Day to Remember What Separates Me from You was an album that pulled me into the band. While I listened to their previous releases, I never really found that passion I had for the band until this album dropped. This album has so many awesome tracks on it. Number 2, Alesana, A Place Where the Sun is Silent. Not gonna lie, I got this album because the artwork was amazing. That was the only reason. And I listened to it, and good God, did it blow me away. Never had I seen a metalcore band blend their music with this Shakespearean-esque story. I know it's based off of Dante Inferno, but the level of complexity to the lyrics and how well the music fit was amazing to me. Plus, throw in Melissa Milky's haunting yet seductive vocals, and you have one hell of an album. No pun intended. And for my number 1, we have Pierce the Veil, Collide with the Sky. Pierce the Veil's Collide with the Sky is my favorite album for a number of reasons. The emotional impact this album had on me is something I cannot deny. People say that this band or that band helped them through tough times. This album was the one that helped me through tough times. When my teenage angst and depression reared its ugly head and filled my thoughts, it was this album that cleared my mind. Each song is emotionally powerful. Each track was unique in its own way with amazing vocals, melodies, and lyrics. Each song was basically its own story. While some of the albums on this list may fade away as time progresses, this album will be one that remains. I'll probably look back on this album and tell my grandkids Back in my day, we had bands like Pierce the Veil who actually made music and not this jibber jabber you young ones listen today. It's not an easy task for me to sit down and decide 10 albums that are my personal favorites. There are so many albums that I very much enjoyed and would have liked to add to this list. But then I probably would have made this a top 50 instead of 10, and that would be one long ass video. So instead, I dug down into my inventory of music and found the 10 albums that I feel I enjoyed the most. And as always, please remember these are merely the opinions of an individual with the great powers of a PlayStation 4, a headset, and the internet. Your opinions are probably different than mine, and I would love to hear them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want, leave your favorite albums below in the comments. If my favorites can inspire you to go listen to something new, maybe yours can do the same. Thanks everyone. Mars out.